Kristopher Hite, Hey Collider Crew, a quick question about Luthor in Batman v Superman. Do you think that WB is hedging their bets by making Eisenberg Luther Jr. just in case the general public really does not like him in this movie? That would leave them an out to bring in an older Luthor and Lex Sr. if they need to change it later on. Eisenberg still seems to be the biggest point of contention in this movie so far, so leaving an easy way to change Luthors does make some sense.
It's an interesting proposition, and I don't buy it at all. I think that Jesse Eisenberg is their guy. That's the way they wanted to go with the lore of Lex Luthor. So nothing that I've seen come out, which I liked that they took out that ad in Fortune, that mock ad. I thought it was kind of funny. It was a cool, clever marketing campaign. I think Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. There is not a backup plan in case there's a fan backlash. He is your Lex Luthor. He's going to lose his hair by the end of the movie.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting question and a great conspiracy, but he's Lex Luthor. I mean, because even though I think you and I didn't enjoy the picture with the long, scraggly hair and everything too, that's pulled directly from the comics. I mean, and what Zack Snyder has done so far is pulled from the comics. The other thing you have to realize is that we are going to have Lex Luthor for a handful of movies. He's not dying in this movie. It's not going to happen. You're going to see him again. He's going to pop up. He'll probably pop up in Justice League 2. So you want to lock someone down who's younger. I mean, Eisenberg's in his early 30s, so you're going to have him for a little bit. And if you have him for 10 years, you'll see a 40-ish Lex later on down the line. I think it's too much of a cop-out if they would say, oh, yeah, Bryan Cranston actually is Lex Sr. Because
we'd all love to see Bryan Cranston.
It would have been great, and he was rumored for a long time. But I think this is your Lex. I think it's the same way. It's almost like saying, well, if the fans don't like Batman, is that just some crazy person that's been not hockey pads, some weirdo that's out there pretending he's Batman? No, it's Batman. It's Lex Luthor.
Okay, now I was joking before. I actually think that Lex Luthor is going to hang on to his hair for the bulk of this movie. Do you think that he makes it through the end of the movie keeping those locks? I think he does.
I don't.
I think he does.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a wig, but no, I don't. I think he'll be bald by the end of the movie.
Okay, you think Kryptonite does that?
I don't know. I think there's something going to happen with. There's been rumored with Doomsday and all this stuff too. I think that whatever they're messing around with, it's going to mess up his head.